Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to show you how to enter performance goals into Paylocity. We're going to use the OKR approach, which stands for Objectives and Key Results. This approach is incredibly helpful for alignment, transparency, and a focus within SBP by setting clear, ambitious objectives with measurable key results, which ultimately will allow our team to track progress and work collaboratively towards achieving our strategic goals. So let's jump in today. So I'm in Paylocity. I am in the kind of the personal portal here. I'm going to navigate to the performance section simply by clicking on the three lines at the top left corner of the screen, going down to performance and clicking on performance. So once you're in the performance section, all you need to do is navigate to goals up here on the top. Just click on goals. And this is going to bring up your personal goals if you have them entered already. I know I've already entered mine. You won't see this on yours. It might default to company goals. When you're looking at company goals, please note that all of these goals, these are from our scorecard, our 2025 scorecard, and these are the level one goals across the company. So as we're setting our personal performance goals, all of your personal performance goals should align with or tie to one or more of these goals here. These are our main overarching goals. Again, your personal performance goals will be related to and serve these larger overarching goals. So to create a goal, all you need to do is click Create Goal. How about that? It's going to pull up this window, and there are a number of data fields here that you're going to need to select. So the first one, select type. Individual or team goal. I would suggest we all select individual. If you're a manager and you're entering in goals for your team shared goals, you can select a team goal and then assign that out to your entire team. I would recommend, though, that everyone does individual goals. The next is select format. OKR is automatically selected. There is an option for SMART goals. I'm just going to click on it to show you it does not change much. It just gives a goal title and a goal description. It does not have key results, which we want to utilize. So please make sure to use the OKR format. So next is going to be the objective field. And the objective, this is your individual performance goal. This goal should be aligned and in support of our company goals on the scorecard. So those level one goals, and this would be your main department goals from the company goal or the organization perspective. So in the demonstration today, just as an example, I'm going to be entering in an objective that revolves around our annual performance review. The objective today that I'm going to use as an example is optimize and embed the new annual review process to strengthen performance management and employee development. That's my overall objective. That answers where do I need to go? So that is in support of developing a robust performance review system and implementing it across the organization. It answers the question, where do I need to go? Next is the goal dates or the goal period. You're more than welcome to manually enter these in, start date, end date, or due date. I've also added these for your convenience. It might save a little bit of time, but the first option is what most people select, and this is the full year. So January 1 to December 31st. You can simply just click that, and it's going to put those dates into the start date and end date. If you're measuring quarterly, for a quarterly objective, then there's quarters here that you can select as well. But for today, I'm going to leave that set as the full year in review. The goal category, this is your department. So make sure that you pick the goal category as it pertains to your department. Everybody's department is or should be in here. There are going to be lots of goals, individual goals across the organization, and this is how we're going to keep them organized. So when you go in to look at the goal dashboard and you look at the My Organization or the My Org section, once everybody has their goals entered in, we have roughly 100 employees. We're looking at, let's say 3 to 5 goals. That is a lot of goals to manage. And so this will help us stay organized. So I'm going to select HR and people. Next is setting the goal measurement. So there's 4 options on this drop-down menu. There's complete or incomplete, percentage, a dollar value, or a number value. And so based on what your objective is, you'll select the applicable goal measurement. If you select complete or incomplete or percentage, nothing's going to change on this screen here. But if you select dollar value, for example, or number, there will be a target value that you have to put in. So if you're on the development team, for example, and you have a fundraising dollar amount that's your goal, you could then type that dollar value in here as your goal. And then when you go to measure progress on your goal, you'll be able to adjust the dollar value. Same thing for number as well. With incomplete, complete, or percentage, you will have the option to track progress on either is it complete or is it not, or what percentage are you at when you save this goal and you go back in to measure progress, but it won't change anything on the screen. For today on this goal, I'm going to use complete or incomplete. The goal weight and the keywords, ignore those. We're not going to use those. Maybe we will in the future, but for now, completely ignore them and move on to the meat and potatoes, the key results. So key results here, again, these are going to be the steps that measure progress towards your objective. And it answers, how do I know that I'm getting there? So if our objective in this demonstration is optimize and embed the new annual review process to strengthen performance management and employee development, what are the things that I need to do to get there? So we also measure, or typically will measure, key results by quarter, and that aligns with our quarterly check-ins. So for example, in Q1, I'm going to implement the common annual review timing, including competencies. So introduce that to the organization. We've actually already done that, so hooray. But I'm also going to look at quarters 2, quarters 3, and quarters 4. So I'll add those just by simply clicking on add key results. So now I have my quarter 2 key result. I'm going to put in my quarter 3, and I'm going to put in my quarter 4. So bear with me while I get those entered. And all of these, again, are in support of the objective and the overall company goal. So here under company alignment, this is where you want to align your objective, your individual performance goal to that company goal. And so again, I've entered in all of the level 1 goals from our scorecard in 2025. I'm going to find the HR people goal, and this is around succession planning, salary banding, and completing our annual performance review cycle. So I've now aligned my individual goal with the company goal, and then all you have to do is assign out the goal to your team members. All you have to do is type in your team member's name. In this case, I'm going to use my own name and I'm going to assign this to myself, but you will be able to assign this to your team members depending on the supervisor. Supervisors are allowed to have their direct reports enter in their own goals. I would prefer, and I think it's best practice if the supervisor enters in the goals for their team members, only so the language is consistent and we make sure that everything is aligned. Additionally, when you go to enter in a goal for someone or for yourself, this box, this checkbox down here, restrict assignees from editing and deleting the goal, go ahead and click that. And it's not that we don't trust people. It's easy to accidentally edit and accidentally delete the goals, or it can be. So if you click this box, it just means that the person you've assigned this goal to, even if it's yourself, are not able to delete that goal. An admin would have to delete it if there was a mistake, which we're happy to take care of on the back end. But go ahead and click that restrict assignees from editing, just so there's no mistakes. We want to make sure that everything is captured accurately in the system and that we don't lose any information. So after that, all you'll do is you'll go up and you'll hit save on the top right-hand corner of the screen, and then your goal is entered. So you can come back and review your goal, and I'm going to find it here. So here it is, and you'll just click on your name. It's a link. This is what the goal will look like once you've entered it in, and you'll be able to look at all of your goals in this kind of format. So you'll see your objective, you'll see the goal period, you'll see that it's tied to your department. So in this case, HR people under the goal category, and then you'll see your key results. So with these key results, as you're coming back to monitor or to track progress, you'll go up to the top under actions here, click on that and say edit. And when you say edit, then you can mark things as complete. So in this case, when it's complete or not complete, simply just marking it as complete and then going back and hitting save. If it's a number value, a percent value, a dollar value, you'll also be able to enter that in, but just make sure you scroll back up to the top and hit save. There is a place at the bottom for comments. The supervisor or the person whose goal this is, you can leave comments. It just kind of adds a string of comments and the time and date that those comments were added. It's helpful. Just make sure that you save it after you've added a comment. And then you can also see the alignment here. So this is your how your objective aligns with one of those overarching company goals. And you can see here, I've selected the people team or the HR goal around succession planning, salary bands, and completing the annual performance review cycle. So that is how you enter in your OKR individual performance goal into Paylocity. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and I hope you have a wonderful day.